Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the webinar on how to prepare for IRSE Module Exams in 2023. We have been doing these webinars since last 2 years, and Kritivasan sir has helped many IRSE aspirants qualify Module A exams in the past. Around 80% success record is what we have maintained in our past IRSE module coaching programs. And today we are organizing yet another 2 hours online masterclass on how to prepare IRSE module exams. So as you can see on your screen that get 50% cashback on IRSE Module A registration fees. So followed by this webinar, we are planning to organize a coaching program to help aspirants prepare for IRSE Module A exams. So we have come up with an offer that if you will share the registration details for October exam, you will get up to 5,000 rupees INR off as a discount on the course program. I'll share more details as we proceed with the webinar. So for people who are joining Railway Academy webinar for the first time, I'll just take 1 minute to explain about our organization and then invite Kritivasan sir to start the session. So we are a training organization and we offer training programs in signaling, RAMs, safety, OHE, rolling stock, and many other topics. So we have been working with railway professionals from world's best railway organizations, and our faculty comes from very rich railway experience. So an average of 20 plus years of experience is what our faculties have. So if I talk about our training programs, we have training programs starting from RAMs and safety, railway application engineering, railway signaling, from basic railway signaling to advanced, covering Australian signaling. We have programs on AMI, AMC, OHE, rolling stock, project management, CBTC, ERTMS, ETCS, and many other topics. So if you're interested to upskill yourself around any of the railway sector technologies, you can go through our course catalog and contact us, and we'll be more than happy to help you guys. So we also, so the recording of this masterclass would be available onto our YouTube channel, so which you can refer, and we'll share the link in next 24 hours after the session is done. So I'd like to, if you'd like to, the details about our course program would be coming onto our LinkedIn channel. You can scan the barcode on your screen to subscribe to our pages on YouTube and LinkedIn and Facebook. And we'll be publishing more updates about IRSE coaching program there, which you can follow in case interested. So, sir, I would like to now invite our master trainer, Mr. Kritivasan, to start the session. Welcome, sir. You may share your screen, sir. So as sir is sharing the screen, Kritivasan, sir, yes. So as sir is sharing his screen, I would like to share a little bit about the protocols for today's session. Sir would be actually presenting his views, inputs, and knowledge on IRSE Module A. If you have any queries, please feel free to put your queries in the chat box. Sir will be looking at the queries, and he'll take them up at the appropriate intervals, or after the presentation is complete, we'll take up all the questions. So feel free to ask as many questions you have, as many doubts you have. We'll take up all the questions and resolve them today. So without taking many more time, sir, please.
Yeah, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Right. So what we will now today discuss is what is IRSE I assume that you all would have heard of IRSE. What is IRSE and what is the importance of IRSE? What does it certify and what help it will do in your career if you are certified by IRSE? So we will look into a few details, introduction to IRSE and your own career progression. And then we will go into the what type of IRSE certifications and module examinations will help you, and so that you can decide for yourself whatever level of work you are doing and whatever knowledge of signaling that you have, and how useful the competency of IRSE will help you to have a career progression. Okay, right. So if you're not able to hear me clearly, just give me a shout. And any questions on the chat box, always welcome. So this is our IRSE Module A discussion. Now,
So
are you
may
able to
I,
see?
so may I request you to put it on the slideshow mode?
Yeah, sure.
So view.
Let me see. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hope you are able to see it. Right. So
Yes.
this is IRSE Module A discussion on by myself and what I am or what I was and what I'm doing now. This is what is my brief introduction. I have
There
retired
is some
as.
background noise which is coming. Can we?
Uh, yeah, I think I have to close the door. My grandson is with me. Hold on. Yeah. So,
it's better.
yeah. So this is my career so far. What I have done in India, I worked in Indian Railways. I have written as a DSTE. The last project which I did was DC to AC conversion in Central Railway, Mumbai. And during my 25 years in Indian Railways, I was in maintenance. I was also as an instructor, and these are various level officers in railways as AST drawing and AST works and AST design. And then I came at DST maintenance and DST conversion project. So this was the place where I retired way back in 2007. And after 2007, I have been working for around 16 years now. 16 years in UK rail signaling, plus 9 months in Australian Railways. And right now I'm working as a consultant for the past 10 months in a company called WSP in Bangalore, which is dealing with UK rail designs. So this is very short description of my career so far. Just for your information, this has got nothing to do with the. So what is IRSE? If you have heard of IRSE, I don't know in your younger days or even in now, when you see a doctor with an MBBS, along with that, he would have written a lot of designations below it, FRCS or FRCMS and all that. So what is the meaning of all this is that he is a fellow of the Royal College of Surgeons, FRCS. So in the same way, his original qualification may be MBBS or MD, but after that he has become a member of various medical institutions. So he will write a very big long designations with all abbreviations and all that. So that will give you an impression that he is quite qualified and knowledgeable. In the same way, if you have this qualification and certification from IRSE, people will come to know that you have the basic signaling knowledge. You have a good competency in the signaling field, and they will give you the value for your competence and your knowledge. This is the advantage. So what is IRSE? IRSE stands for Institution of Railway Signaling Engineers. It is a worldwide professional body for all those who are engaged or interested in railway signaling and telecommunication and allied disciplines. So IRSE is a organization of which you can become a member if you are working in the railway signaling field at whatever level you are, and they will certify you They will see your experience and will give you different levels of membership. And if you're a member for 5 years or so, you can go up to the senior level of membership also. So that depends on your experience and exposure and whatever work you are doing. And once you get a certified or a membership from IRSC, your own value in the market increases. And not only having a membership, but if you pass the examination and if they give you a diploma, or if you get your designer license through IRSC, then all this will improve your career. I think I'm seeing something on the chat. Sir, there is some background noise. I think now it is reduced now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, right. Okay. So what is the advantage of IRSC for railway signaling professionals? Industry standard and professional development. So once you become a member of an IRSC, they think that, okay, you are aware of whatever is happening in the industry, not only in India, Germany, foreign, UK, Australia, because IRSC is now worldwide. So once you become a member of IRSC, you are actually getting the technical knowledge. You are sharing some workshops. You can attend some conferences and improve your worldwide experience and professional development. So this will also help you to develop professionally. Your own self-reputation. So you can be confident that now that you're an IRSC member, you know certain things. You are confident of your work and you're also confident of the profession, and demonstrate commitment to maintaining professional standards and develop knowledge and understanding. Now, this is what is important. So once you become an IRSC member, what you are supposed to do is also to keep yourself competent, up to date, improving your knowledge day by day, and reading through the IRSC magazines and trying to find out the technical developments all over the world. It's not only in India, all over the world, technical developments are taking place in railway operations. It can be signaling, it can be telecommunication, it can be rolling stock, it can be electrification, it can be operations. Now, I know if you are aware, I don't some people would have been working already on ERTMS and ETCS and all that. Now, these are all modern types of train control systems and modern type of signaling. Earlier, if you are aware, or in your own villages and towns, there used to be some signals on the railway track near the station, which allow the trains to pass through. So now most of the places, signals are still there, but in European countries and in other many countries, now they are switched over to European Train Control System, ETCS, and ERTMS. So ERTMS is Train Management System and ETCS is Train Control System. So railways are getting modernized because everybody wants speed. Everybody wants to reach their destination early and nobody wants to sit on the train for 30 hours or 40 hours and 80 hours. So speed is increasing. Along with speed comes a lot of other aspects, like if you still keep the signal red, green and all that, the driver at a particular speed may or may not be able to see the signal. So you will have to remove those signals. For high speed lines, you can't adopt your red, green signals. These signals are suitable only for speeds up to 130 or 140 km per hour. Anything more than 140 to 160, you cannot have your normal signals because it's not visible. By the time the train runs, he would have forgotten what aspect he has seen. So that is, so for that we'll need to go for ETCS, European Train Control System, or cab to cab signaling, or whatever different methods. If you are in metros, then there is TBTC, CBTC and all that. So I assume that the people who are attending this IRSC, they are already in the railway signaling field. Otherwise, all my terminology which I am using may be Greek and Latin. Okay. Then career progression and self-development. So there is self-reputation, you demonstrate commitment, and you can have a career progression and self-development. So what are the membership categories? You got a category of fellow. Fellow means he is already a member or possesses the requirements of member and holds a superior responsibility for 5 years. Then there is a member, preferably an engineering degree, practically, or currently holds a senior responsibility or high-level technical qualification, passed IRSE professional examination or recognized quality or senior responsibility. So like that, these are various categories. Fellow is the topmost category. After that, member, and then associate member. Typically holds a primary technical qualification or IRSE professional examination or holds IRSE license or equivalent competency as recognized by the council. Accredited technician. Then for juniors who are just entered into the signaling field, you can become an affiliate. You can become an affiliate, then get promoted to accredited technician, then associate member, and then maybe member and fellow. So these are the grades of the membership. And if you're at the senior most level, then they will give you directly fellow, but you will have to justify it along with your CV and your work done and whatever ability you have and the competency you have. So fellow, member, associate member, accredited technician, affiliate, and companion. Companion is something which is directly recommended by the council. You need not fill up any form. So the lowest level of entry, let us say you are just 2 years or 3 years into the rail signaling field, you can become an affiliate member. Then accredited technician, then associate member. Like that, your membership category also will increase or improve step by step. Right. Any questions? Please feel free to ask. If you want it in Hindi, then I can substitute a bit of Hindi also, but I'm not sure how many people are conversant in both English and Hindi.
Then we have international participants also, so we can stick to English.
Okay. That's fine. Then. No problem. Right. So associate member, accredited technician, affiliate, and companion. So companion is something directly nominated by IRSE. So your entry level can be affiliate, accredited technician, associate member, and then fellow. So once you are a fellow, it means you have already done about 30 to 35 years experience in railway signaling, and you are now at the very good level of your competent work. So they can give you directly fellow. Right. So what is the advantage? Advantage is you get an industry standard recognition, professional development, and people will respect you for your knowledge and competency. So in the same way, like doctors
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right,
yes.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Now, what is the difference between IRSE license and certification? IRSE has got two methods of evaluating you. There is an IRSE license and there is an IRSE certification. Now, IRSE license is for certain signaling activity or a telecommunication activity that you do. So if you hold a license, that means you are competent to do a particular work. So an IRSE license will give you a particular competency to do a particular work. It can be installation, it can be testing, or it can be design. So there is various methods of licensing. There are various categories of licensing. And once you have a proper license, then you have a competent, you are certified as competent as an industry standard, and you can use your competency to get a good package in your company and also improve the competency and improve the design quality or improve the whatever the company does. Even if it's installation or testing, you can improve it with your IRSE competency. So it also gives various licenses for the signaling activity and enables the rail signaling industry to maintain the integrity of signaling works and systems and employ competent persons for the project or activity. Everybody is now looking for competency. They don't want incompetent people to do the work. Why? Because they are not sure of the quality of work. They're not sure if whatever the work is done, is it of correct quality, correct integrity, will it work, will it have the fail-safe properties, whatever it is. So they want competent people only to do the work. Just like even in India also, only persons who got the license will be able to drive vehicles, different categories, light vehicle, heavy vehicle and all that. If you don't have the license, then you are assumed that you are not competent and you will not be able to drive that particular vehicle. Once you have the license, then they are aware that, okay, you have got a set competency to drive that vehicle. You know the vehicle, how to brake it and brake application and driving skills and all. So everything is based on your license. So if you have a license, you are treated as competent. Of course, even you have a license, still accidents occur. That's a different issue. But most of the time, a license gives you a competency. In the same way, if you have the IRSE license for any signaling activity you do, people will be confident that you are competent to do the work, and they will give you a proper respect and they will give you a proper weightage for your competency. And they will ask you to do certain safety work also. But as long as you're not competent, or they assume that you are not competent, then you may be given some small level works with the main competent or main testing and everything being diverted to a more competent or more experienced people. So how they do, how do they issue the licenses? This is done by assessment and issue of competency licenses based on the individual's ability to perform and understand the rules, regulations, and relevant standards. It is a continuous process and ensure that you continue to do that particular activity as a part of your profession and improve your competency and renew your license based on the work done and supporting evidences. So once you get a license, it doesn't mean that it's a lifetime license. Every 5 years, they will have to renew it. So you will have to be doing the continuous work and you will have to support it with proper evidences of how you have done the work. Maybe a design work, maybe an installation work, or maybe a testing work, or maybe a commissioning work. Whatever it is, what rules you have followed during commissioning, what rules you have followed during installation. Do you have the product manual? Have you seen the manual? During testing, what parameters you have tested? Have you gone through the testing manual? So whatever all this, if you are able to justify and say that, yes, I'm following all this, then you are treated as competent for testing and you'll be given the license, and also the license will be renewed if you continue to do the work in the same field. The IRSE licensing scheme provides assurance about the competence of individuals to carry out technical, safety critical, or safety related work on signaling and railway telecom systems. So this is with regard to license. Now we'll just have a look at it provides a cross-industry accepted benchmark of competence for personnel carrying out a range of activities from maintenance. So it's not only design licenses, you've got maintenance license, you've got installation license, you've got testing, you've got project engineering and senior technical management. So licenses are there for all these components of a particular signaling activity: testing, installation, management, project. All license holders must abide. There is an obligation for license holder, which you can just find out from the IRSE website, which will give you further details. Okay, right. Now, this is with regard to IRSE certification. IRSE conducts exams, regular signaling exams. That exam is conducted in the month of October, first week of October. And this year it is on 7th of October. IRSE conducts examination, and what they do in this examination, they will be checking your knowledge of signaling concepts, your basic design concepts, your understanding of the signaling system, and they will certify you with a diploma. So this is what was the earlier syllabus was. There were 7. Out of the 7, you will need to pass 4 of them. You would have to pass any 4 of the 7 to get a certificate. With module 1 was compulsory. So in this 1 was compulsory, and out of the 2 to 7, you need to apply for any 3 and pass all these 4, and then you will be getting the certification. But now they have changed the pattern. They have started a separate module A with a certificate that is issued on completion of the title, and this is fundamentals of railway control system. So there are some chat messages. Please tell the experience in years and the level of membership. Okay. Anybody else? No audio, not able to see. Okay. Does Indian Railway experience can be kept as evidence for license? Yes, Indian Railway experience can be kept for license. There is no issue. But can you cover it with all the evidences you have? Whatever, if you have signed any designs, yes. If you have done any installation, and if the installer, if whoever is the manager or the senior DST or the AST, whoever is there, has he given you a certificate to say that you have done your work with good quality and all that, that will be an additional advantage. Yes, Indian Railways evidence can also be used for licenses, provided you are able to justify each and every step of the license requirement. Okay, then what is the one more question was with regard to the experience in years and level of membership. That is a bit actually difficult for me to answer, That depends on the IRSE committee. IRSE committee will have a meeting every 2 months where they will sit and analyze each and every membership form they receive along with the evidences, along with the details which have been written in the form, and they will sit and decide which category of membership you have. It is not based on direct experience, it is also based on the role that you have played. So just because I got 40 years of experience in signaling, I cannot say that you accept me as fellow. No, they will ask me at what level you have worked in 40 years. Have you been at the senior level? Have you held the senior responsibilities? Then if so, for how many years? Then what else you have done? Have you done maintenance? Have you done testing? What sort of testing and what sort of training have you undergone? All this will be a certificate. Then only they will decide which category of membership or which level of membership you can apply for. So it is not something that you or I can decide. If they say that, but one thing is, if they think that you are not suitable for membership, then they will give you associate member. They will not cancel your membership. They will say that you be an associate member for about 3 to 4 years. And then 4 years later, you can reapply to become a member. Or if for 10 years, if you are a member, then they may ask you to apply for fellow. So like that, it is based on your experience and your role, what type of management you have done, what type of technical interface you have done with regard to the signaling activity, then only they will decide on the membership. It is not based on number of years. Okay, all right. Now, there are 2 more questions. I'll chat. Non-signaling background or non-Indian railway experience can consider. Yes, railway telecom experience is also counted. There is no issue on that. Now, this is something I could not understand. What you are asking is non-signaling background or non-Indian railway experience can consider. Now, if you are not a signaling person, then why sit for IRSC? That's my doubt. But non-Indian railway experience, I can understand. It can be metros or something that I can understand. But non-signaling background, I'm not able to understand. Can you come out of your mute and just ask me what it is? When can this module A examination be given? That I'll be just covering. Is graduation mandatory for license? No, graduation, there is no minimum qualification for license. It depends on what type of work you are doing, that's all. There is no minimum qualification. I will not tell you you should be a B or B Tech or all that. That's not required. You can be a diploma, but you still can be doing railway designs, and a competent designer can apply for the suitable category of license. Okay, right. Now, as per the present, hope you are able to see the screen. A full examination, there will be 4 mandatory modules. Now they have made it as 4 mandatory modules. So what are the 4 mandatory modules? Fundamentals of railway control system, that is module A. Railway safety and systems engineering is module B. Principles of railway control and communication system is module C. And application of railway control and communication system is module D. So what they say is, instead of the earlier 7, now we are combined it into 4. And passing of all this 4 will give you the diploma in advanced diploma in railway control engineering. And this is given by IRSE. And this has got a lot of value in the market. If you are able to pass all the 4 exams and get this diploma certificate, it's a very, very strong base for you to further progress in your career. Okay. Right. So now we will discuss what is this fundamentals of railway control system, what it covers, what its syllabus is. Okay. Right. I have 4 years of experience as electrical site supervisor and site engineer, now working as project engineer. That's fine. But are you associated with railways? If so, yes. But electrical, then no. If you are working in the railway signaling field, in whatever level you are, then that will be an advantage. Electrical site supervisor and project engineer associated with Indian Railways will not be considered for any of the IRSC. You can just have some signaling knowledge and appear for module A, but they will not further progress you because you are not in the signaling field. That's what they will tell you. Okay, right. Any other? I thought there was some more question. How the railway operational
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's
Yeah,
visible.
right. Okay. A full examination, there will be 4 mandatory modules. So one is fundamentals of railway control system, railway safety and system engineering, and principles of railway. Yeah, railway control and communication, and railway control and communication. One is principles, other one is application, and railway safety and system. So we'll just see what are these 4 modules. And right now we are concentrating on module A. The key dates for module A is no membership is required. You need not become a member of the IRSE to apply for module A. You can directly apply March, April, opening of online bookings for October exam. For October, they will be opening the bookings in March and April, and 31st July is the deadline for payment of fees and for all applications. So if you are going to sit on this year, 7th of October, that's the first Saturday in October, then you will have to pay your fees and become eligible to apply for the examination by 31st of July. That's about 15 days from now. So if you're interested, please go to the IRSE website, fill up the form and sit for the examination. And we'll be conducting about 30 to 32 hours of this lecture, commencing from maybe 2 weeks from now. And we'll be having every 2 hours every day for 3 days a week, so that at least by 5 to 6 weeks, we'll be completing the training program. That will give you a knowledge, and you will have to read. Of course, it's not very easy. You'll have to sit and read your own, put in your own efforts and appear for the examination. The examination is totally objective, and it should not be no drawing, no designs, but it should be totally concept oriented. That's how it is. Okay. Right. So exam day is first Saturday in October. Every year, first Saturday in October. For the past 2 years, they have another examination day only for module A in March every year, with the last day for application being 30 or 31st of January every year. So depending on the, nowadays for the past 2 years, that is in 22 and 23, they have conducted one module A examination separately in the month of March. So just like a supplementary exam. Of course, it's not supplementary, it's an actual exam itself. But persons who have not been able to appear in October, they can appear for March, but only for module A. Module B, C and D is still in October only. They have not shifted it. They'll be conducting it only once a year. But module A, because they want more people to get interested and more people to become competent, they are doing it twice a year. One is in March and the other one is in October. So these are the details of the March examination. By mid-February, the deadline for submission of membership form for those who wants to sit in B, C, and D. B, C, and D will require membership form. A will not require membership form. Module A, no membership is required. B, C, D, membership is required. B, C, D, you have to start your membership application by mid-February. March or April, it will be opening for online bookings. For B, C, and D, with a sponsorship declaration form having been received by IRSE. So this is all mid-February, March, April, these are for BCD. For A, it is only no membership is required, can directly apply. Then this is 30th April, deadline for submission of signed form. Or for BCD, 31st May is deadline for submission of the second SDF if required. If they want some other more details, then 31st July is the deadline for application and payment for all exam modules to be sat. First Saturday in October is the exam day. That is in this year, 7th of October. Active membership is required for appearing for B, C, and D. So if you want to appear for module B, C, and D, you should be an active member. And also, a pass in module A is compulsory for appearing for module B, C, and D. So if you want to appear for B, C, and D, then you should have a pass. You should have passed module A. Then only you can go further, B, C, D. So just a quick recap. Mod A, no membership, can appear for March or October every year. Mod B, C, and D can appear only in October every year, but membership compulsory. And along with it, a pass in Mod A is also compulsory. Right? Any questions? I think there are a few on the chat. Let me see. Can module A examination be taken? No, you cannot take. If we pass module A, do we get membership? No. Module A is separate, membership is separate. Membership you should apply based on your experience at whatever level. And they are not saying that everybody should be a associate member or affiliate member. You just need to become a member. Become a member, then appear for BCD, that's it. They're not saying which category of member you need to become. If you pass module A, do we get membership? No, membership is separate, passing module A is separate. You can become a member, but still not be passing module A. You can pass module A and still not become a member. Both are not related. Okay, right. Any other questions? Sir, I have 10 years experience in railway. Can I apply for design engineer? Yes, you can apply for design engineer provided you have design knowledge and sufficient evidences to support your design activity. And then, okay, fees are how much? What is it? Are all modules have chosen the correct answer type pattern? Now this is a bit different. I think module A only is totally objective. Module B, C, and D, they'll be subjective. You will have to do some calculations, theoretical and all that. And so C, D, B, C, D is different. A is totally different. Fees, how much? Any idea? Yes. Module A fees is around 115 pounds. That if you convert to today, I think it's about 12,000 or maybe 11,000. Okay. Module A, like that module B, C, and D. Then what is it? What is the qualification? Is it possible to appear for all A, B, C, D in October? No, it's not possible because you should have already passed A. So what you can do is you can appear for A in March. I just started my career in railway signaling. Can I sit for module A? That depends on your own preparation, on your own time that you have. If you think you are knowledgeable, then you can go into the website, look for the study material and start your module A preparation along with our course to whatever extent it will help. So it is it possible for appearing for all module A, B, C, D? No, it's not possible. You should have passed module A before you appear for B, C, D. So what you can do is you can pass A in March and B, C, D in October. But appearing for all the three B, C, D in October means you should be very, very thorough with your subject. Otherwise, you may lose any one of them. Of course, you can appear, you can pay the fees and sit for the examination. But assuming that you will pass, it's a bit difficult because B, C, D, or all the three will be tough. And to take the tough examination on the same day is not advisable. I think you can go for A in March, B and C in 1 October, and D in the next October. So by 2 years, you'll be completing this model. Okay. Yeah. Right. So quick recap, mod A. Yeah, one more chat. Oh. Membership is free of cost, or what are the qualifications for membership? There is no qualification for membership. It depends on your experience. It is not free of cost. Membership also comes at a cost of 100 pounds per year. Renewable, and you should be renewing it to be a member. So just like any other, being a club member or being a gym member, so it's annual. So there is no, it's not free. Nothing is free in this world. So it is, you have to pay the fees. You have to become a member. Depending on the category of membership, your fees will be decided, and you have to keep on renewing your membership and continue to be a member to take advantage of IRSE. So don't think 11,000 or whatever is costly, because if you divide it by 12, it's just under 1,000 rupees per month. But what advantage you get is all the technical knowledge, and you are invited for some meetings also, which you can attend if you are able to. And you can interact with senior people, try to understand their knowledge concept. So that is the advantage. Maybe 11,000 is a bit more right now, but as you continue and grow along with your career, it's nothing. What advantage you get and what reputation you get when you compare to them, this is nothing. So just like any membership now, gym membership or any other, I don't know, there are a lot of memberships right now. Okay.
And sir, I'd like to add one more thing, sir. If they submit the registration details to us, they will get a 5,000 rupees cashback also.
What is it? Is it for examination fees or is it for
yes,
membership also?
Sir, examination fees.
Examination fee, not for membership. Membership is
115 pound. They will actually get about 50 pounds back.
Yeah, correct. So that is for member. Of course, examination fees, academy is giving you 50% off. If you join the academy also, that is a different issue. But right now we are talking about membership, which means you pay the full fees and continue to be a member with the renewal. Okay, right. So these are certain more instructions. Now, what is this? This is a study guide for module A, what you need to study. So these are essential reading list. So if you go to IRSE website and check for module A, there is a reading list. They have already published it, where these topics, if you are reading it through and if you're trying to understand the concept, then your passing of module A will become easier. So what is it? Items on the reading list are available. Studying and understanding the items on the essential reading list, and all these papers are listed under module A study resources. So go to the IRSE website, check for all this information, and that will help you to know what needs to be studied, just like your college syllabus or exam syllabus, which helps you for a particular career or particular year to pass a subject. Like that, these gentlemen, IRSE also has given certain topics to say that if you are reading these topics and if you are aware of these topics, then you are in a better position to pass. Okay. Is IRSE certification useful for railway operations experienced people? Yes, it is useful for railway operations experienced people. And of course, I will not suggest you go to the diploma unless you're doing the railway signaling designs and other thing. But if you're just doing operating, that means as a controller or railway, whatever you say, interface or cabin or signal or whatever you are doing right now, this will help you to understand the railway working better than what you are aware of. Okay. So IRSE Mod A is useful, but I will not recommend Mod B, C, and D for persons who are not actually working on the railway signaling field. Mod A, yes, that will give you a lot of information that you may not be aware of now. What sort of interface railway, the vehicle, the train has with other disciplines and other infrastructure. So all this information you'll be getting in Mod A. Okay, right. The Mod A syllabus scope is arranged under 11 sections. Mod A study guide, advice to candidates. So there is also an advice about candidates preparing for the exam. There are some questions that demonstrate the style and format. And there's a glossary of train control terminology, common terms, acronyms, alternative terminology for rail control function systems and equipment. So this is what is the module A. And now let us, there's some more question. I have completed diploma in electrical and electronics and having 4 years. Either I am eligible for IRSE license. Now I am not very sure what you have been doing in signaling. If you are doing design, then maybe you can look into the say license category and check if you are if you are eligible for license. But if you are not doing design, then it's difficult. Experience in signaling means it can be maintenance, it can be design, it can be anything. So it depends on what you have done. Okay, right. I am a mechanical engineer having 10 years. Can I appear for Mod A? Yes, you can appear for Mod A, provided you are interested and you are able to study and spend some time. Okay, right. I am doing testing engineering. Now, testing engineering, I don't think is suitable for license. So you can get the license for testing, correct. There is no, the license for designing will not be there, but you can check with the license for testing. So whatever testing you have done, whatever methods of testing you have done, how you have tested any installation, so that will help you to see that if you are eligible for the license. So go through the IRSE website and check. There are different licenses for different categories and check your eligibility. And if you do have any doubts, then you can revert back to me. I can help you there. Okay, fine. Now, introduction to railway signaling. So what are the topics it consists of? So these are the topics. Introduction to railway signaling. Then there is a back to basics. Some IRSE actually what it does is every year it prints 11 magazines every month except December. And each of the magazine, they are in this, the articles are written by experts in the field. So the articles are written by experts in the field and who will be writing a particular article with regard to certain signaling system. Now, what this says is there are a few topics called back to basics. That means trying to incorporate the basic knowledge, fundamental requirements of train control system. So how the trains are controlled, what is the system of train control. So this is an IRSE issue number 250
Visible, sir.
Yeah, right. Okay. So this is with regard to back to basics. Now, fundamental requirements of train control system, IRSE news issue 259, which came out in October 2019. So like that, every month or every month they give out certain news magazine giving the technical highlights of certain countries and certain systems and all that. So these are written by experts and they write it very, very basic fundamentals, which is very, very essential for us to understand the signaling concepts. So like that, there are back to basics of train detection. So these are in IRSE News 261, December 2019. There are back to basics of interlockings, part 1 and 2, IRSE issue 265, April 2020 and 266 of May 2020. So these cover the basic topics of signaling, that is train detection, interlocking, fundamental requirements of train control system. Then how do we reduce the number of accidents involving human factors? This is in issue 242, March 2018. Achieving high levels of signaling system availability, issue for 247, September 18. Dependability of railway control and communication system. Then back to basics, railway safety engineering, issue 267 of June 2020, and back to basics, train protection 268. So this actually takes the topic from train stops to ATP system, ETCS, CBTS, CBTC, and PTC. So these are all certain topics like back to basics, operator interfaces, back to basics telecom, issue 270, 269, all this is listed in IRSE website. I'm not telling anything new or anything out of that. What I have done is I've just interpreted it in a correct manner so that it is easy for us to explain. The safe train separation, safety engineering for railway control and communication, and metro railways. Metro is totally different from main line. Please remember, metro, I think a few people are already working on metro or have seen metro, have traveled on metro, they have traveled on long distance trains also. The principles of metro are a bit different to the mainline signaling. What is the main difference? Anyone? Anyone? What is the main difference between metro and mainline?
Please share your answers in the chat box. If you know the answer. What is the difference between mainline and metros?
Anyone? Anyone? I think somebody has given in the chat. Block working. No, I will not accept block working. It means you are aware of mainline signaling. That's the one. But even metros have got block working, though it's not between block station A and B as you think on mainline. But no, block working is not the correct answer. But what I will tell you is metros are all what you say, short trains, maybe 3 car, 6 car, 8 car, 9 car, maximum 12 car. Correct. It runs within the city only. Correct. And there is no, what you say, interface with any other trains like goods train, freight trains, high speed trains, low speed trains and all that, nothing. So and each train vehicle has got a perfect braking power. Yes. Stations are very closely placed. Yes. And train diversion from a line to main line or loop line to first loop or second loop, whatever it is, all that is not there in metros except in the final destination yard where they are taken into the sidings and then brought back into the main line for working. So all these are certain advantages of metro. Okay. Yeah, I think there are quite a few. Line capacity, correct. Distance, I don't know what you meant by distance. I'm not aware. 2 single lines, yes, correct. That's what I said. So there is no interface. Up line is separate, down line is separate. There is no point changeover and all. Speed, correct. Metro is mainly should be on CBTC and metro is moving block, correct. So these are certain answers regarding metro. So moving block section is still there, but it's called as moving block. Faster, correct. Stops for very few minutes or maybe seconds only in a particular station.
Visible, sir. Visible.
form of traffic. Okay, so this advantage of metro rail, and now I think IRSE has already brought out a book costing about 99 pounds for giving all the metro information throughout the world. So for non-members, it's costing about 150 pounds. For members, it's costing about 99 pounds. And that book is very, very useful, even though you think that it is about 99 pounds means around maybe 10,000 or 11,000, but it's useful for us to read the metro signaling principles. And specifically, if you're working in metros, that will be more useful. Right. Level crossings. I don't know if you're aware. Yes, everybody is aware of level crossing. Everybody moves on his four-wheeler and two-wheeler, maybe crosses a level crossing, a crossing, actually an interface between road traffic and rail traffic. So should we avoid it? Yes, we should avoid it. But can we avoid it? It's not possible. So like that, what are the types of protection of level crossing? Oh, that will be a railway control and communication system management and interfaces and interaction between railway control and communication related systems. And there is a small study guide for module 2 that was for the earlier syllabus of module 2, which will be useful for this module A also. So like that, this is the syllabus, which if we start right from, let us say from 4 is of course right from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 21, 22, 23, and 24. So these are the following recommended for candidates who are wanting a wider perspective or alternative approach to subjects covered in the essential reading list. So these are two textbooks that even IRSE prescribes, which you will need to directly purchase from IRSE website. One is Introduction to Railway Signaling and the other one is Railway Telecommunication textbook. So all this is with regard to IRSE Module A. I think there are 3 more messages in the chat box. Metro moving block, ATP, ATO, correct. TPWS is there. Yeah, fixed block, correct. Mainline is absolute block also. Yes, mainline is, actually, yeah, correct. So, correct. So people are aware of what is metro, what is the difference between metro and mainline. So that's a welcome information. And the module A is totally objective. Let us be very clear. Module A is totally objective. Objective means you yeah. So you should be able to actually you should be able to get the correct answer and tick the correct answer. The aim of this module is to assess the candidate's knowledge and understanding of the broad concepts. So it will give you only the understanding of broad concepts, principles, and application. It is not going to check your in-depth knowledge. That means it is not going to go into any circuit, any analysis or anything. It's going to make you understand or try to check if you're aware of what are the safety requirements. The examination is computer based and it can be taken on any internet connected device and will be undertaken as a remote exam in October 2022, but it is 2023 also this year. Unlike advanced module BCD, you need not become a member of IRSE, and IRSE awards a certificate in railway control engineering fundamentals to all those who pass the examination. So whereas passed, they will get a certificate as passed in railway control. The diploma certificate is different, that you will get only if you pass A, B, C, and D. Whereas this you will get if you pass A. So all the knowledge required to pass the examination can be acquired from the essential reading section in the reading list for module A. This does not mean that every question will be a simple test of recalling the facts. So don't think that it will be from the articles itself or it will be directly. You will have to understand it and then write the correct answer. So it does not mean that if you have understood and remembered the fundamentals that are explained in the document, you should be able to correctly answer the question. It does mean that. So it is not directly a simple test of recalling or mathematical formulas and all that. Based on the module A examination, because the module A exam seeks to test your breadth of knowledge, there is no choice of question to answer. So don't think that if you got 30 questions, you answer 20 and pass through. No, you'll have to answer all the 30 or all the 40 or all the 60, whatever it is. You have to answer all of them. There is no question of leaving. There is no choice. Answer any 3 out of 5. No choice in module A. You have to answer all these questions. So signaling specialist, if you are aware of signaling, you should learn about communication. And if you're a communication specialist, you should know about signaling. Okay. And most questions, Metro candidates will need to learn about mainline principles and application and vice versa. Most questions do not require a detailed knowledge of UK mainline application. The essential reading list covers the knowledge needed to answer the few questions. Okay, right. If your specialist knowledge of the subject is limited, you are recommended to study everything in the essential reading list. So if you think your knowledge is a bit, what you say is only specific items only you are aware of, then you should be going through the full list and studying it. Do not assume that you can pass the exam by answering half the questions. Very clear. Don't think that you can pass it with only answering half. So out of 40, you say I am attempting only 20 and trying to pass. No. The pass mark could be as high as 75%. So they are not giving you any 35% or 40% as in normal college. You will have to get 75%, then only you'll be passing. This ensures that the candidates need to demonstrate a wide range of knowledge, though not at the depth of understanding expected in the advanced modules. Module B, C, and D will be testing your knowledge in depth, whereas this will only be testing your knowledge to the high level, to a particular concept level only. Candidates with a deep technical knowledge of parts of the syllabus should not overthink the question. So if you are just aware of, let us say, some concept, so if the candidate thinks that, okay, he is a bit doubtful and he goes on thinking about some other, whether this is correct, A is correct, B is correct, C is correct, D is correct, then what will happen? He'll be losing some time and he will not be able to answer all the marks. So be very judgmental about time. Do not waste your time and do not overthink also. It's very clear. Okay, so there's some, yeah, Facebook also. Yeah, okay, Facebook, LinkedIn. Yeah, right. Oh, this is something from Sumit, right? Okay, check IRSE website for question paper also. Yeah, correct. They will give you some choice, some example question papers, which we can also discuss in our lectures as we progress along. And if you become a member and if you are appearing, they will give you some practice exams also. I think twice they give you during the session. So that will keep you prepared for what type of questions you will get with regard to the signaling topic. But be very sure that practice will be a bit easy. The actual question will be a bit tough. Allow enough time for your study. I hope you are able to see the screen. There are over 200 pages of text, and we estimate that a candidate with any limited initial knowledge of the subject would need over 50 hours to read. So you'll have to concentrate along with whatever lecture and whatever information you're reading through. You'll have to concentrate for at least 50 hours till the examination time. That means 2 hours a day, or maybe if you have got 50 days, then 1 hour per day. You'll have to sit and read through, make a list of essential items, keep a note in the diary, and start writing the exam. In a survey of candidates following the October 2020 exam, 3 times as many people said that they should have spent or devoted more time to study compared with those who felt they had spent more time than necessary. So a lot of people in the October 2020 exam felt that they did not have enough time to study. The same survey showed that lack of knowledge underpinned all the biggest causes of difficulty with answering the question. So some people felt that they did not have the knowledge. So well-prepared candidate should be able to attempt all the questions with time to spare. This is because we want to reward knowledge rather than exam technique. And we also want the exam to be fair as possible to candidates having English as second language. So the language is simple, easy to understand, but it is totally objective. So get ready for the examination. Questions are all or not all multiple choice. There are several different types. More marks are awarded for correct answer and no negative marks. So this a small, I think some typo error in the slide. What it says is there will be no negative marks for incorrect answer and every correct answer will get a mark. Okay. The pass mark in multiple choice type exam, pure guesswork will gain some marks. So the pass mark is higher than a traditional written examination. Now what this means is, suppose somebody has said that, okay, out of 40 questions, first 10 you tick mark A as correct, second 10 you tick mark B as correct, third 10 you tick mark C as correct, and the fourth 10 you tick mark D as correct. So like that, somebody may go in for some logic, even if they don't understand the questions. So like that, you can get some mark, but that will not be sufficient for you to pass the examination. Pure guesswork will not help. There is no preset pass mark, but it will not be higher than 75%, probably in the range of 60% to 70%. So to make the exam as far as we can, the actual pass mark is set by moderation panel soon after the examination using anonymized candidate data. So we don't announce that 60% is passing or 70 is passing, but we ourselves decide once we get all the question paper answer papers back from the candidates, we ourselves decide what should be the passing percentage, whether it should be 60%, 70% or 75%. This allows for any difference in difficulty between exams in different years. There is no fixed percentage quota passes or fail. If everybody scores above 75, everybody will pass. So 75% you should get correct. Okay, right. So the practice examinations, it is made available to candidates in the weeks leading up to examination. So you will be offered 2 timed sessions. And the questions for each session will be identical because the main purpose is to avoid any difficulty in using the software. And practice examination will give you feedback on the correct answer and your marks, but do not use it as a valid predictor of your marks in the actual examination. So just because in the prelims you got 80% doesn't mean the final also you'll get 80%. You may get less marks in the final, or you may prelims you may get only 80, in the final you may get 90. So it depends on. So prelims or the practice examination does not guarantee you the similar marks in the examination, final exam. There can be difference and there can be a variation. Okay. Right. The exam paper and candidates will not be made. So paper and candidates answers will not be made available to any candidate. So there is no question of any recounting and all that. Once you have done the exam, that's all done and completed. And results will be given in grades of distinction, credit or pass for those who have successfully completed the exam, near miss and fail for those who have been unsuccessful. So if you're passing with the credit or distinction or pass, it means you have cleared the exam. If it is a near miss, it means you have missed it by 1 or 2 marks, where they will give you a feedback about the 11 learning objectives where you have missed it, in which subject you are weak, for you to improve upon them in your next appearance. There is no opportunity to appeal against the results, and no refunds will be given for failure. So be very clear, if you fail the exam, no refund of the examination fees, and also there will be no appeal just because you failed the exam. Okay, right. Any questions? I think I have answered quite a few, but in case you do have any questions, then return back to us or drop it in a email chat or whatever it is, we'll be able to answer. And
thank you,
yeah,
sir. Thank you. So in the meantime, when participants are typing in questions, so I'd like to share my screen and explain about the coaching program that we have. So so here's the I'll share the page link with you.
yeah.
So this is sorry, this is a Okay, just a second, please. Okay, so let me share the screen. Okay, so this is a 30 hours program that we have built, which will be starting from 31st July. And the classes will be held 3 days in a week on weekdays, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and will be delivered through Zoom. So as sir has already explained, who can apply for the exam. So anybody who's planning to appear for the October exam or the March exam can enroll into this program and enhance the chances of qualifying the exam. So the uh, the course fees for this particular program is 18,000 rupees. And people who are planning to, who have either registered or are planning to register for the October exam can share the exam registration details with us, and they will get an additional discount of 5,000 rupees, which means that this course will you'll get this course for 13,000 rupees plus GST after you send the exam registration details to us on the email ID mentioned. So if you plan to do it in by 25th of July, you can first register for the exam, share the details with us, and we will share the 13,000 plus GST payment link to you. You can make the payment, or else you make the payment of 18,000 rupees, then register for the program and get a cashback of 5,000. Whichever is convenient for you, you can do it. There is also an EMI offer, but then the cashback of 5,000 is not applicable on this. You can enroll the course program with two EMI schemes of 9,500 plus GST for this particular program. So by 25th of July is the last date to register for the coaching program. You can register through the website itself or contact us on this email ID, which is inquiry@railwayacademy.org, and we'll be happy to share more details with you. So this is about the programs. If you have any questions, queries, please feel free to contact us. We'll be more than happy to respond. If you would like to ask any questions to Kritivasan sir, please share it with us on email, and we'll get it answered from sir. Right. So any questions if you have, sir? I think
No, I don't have any question, but what I was seeing one of the question on the chat which says is IRSE Module A. Let me. Yeah, I was looking at the chat which said that is IRSE Module A recognized by the industry. Yes, it is recognized by the industry, but it will be more useful if you complete B, C, and D. Then it will be more value. Module A will give you the concept. Module B, C, and D will give you the detailed principles. So passing a module A simply, it's okay as a initial, but passing a B, C, and D will be more beneficial to you. Oh, yeah, that's it.
Sir,
Yeah,
what is the validity of IRSE
yeah.
module?
What is the
Validity of Module A certificate?
No, there is no validity.
Okay.
Yeah, once you pass module A, it means you are competent. That's all. There is no validity, just like a license. License has got a 5-year validity, but not before.
Sir, I have a question which I wanted for the clarification here. So, sir,
Mhm.
who should go for license and who should go for module exams?
That depends. If you are doing a specific work in signaling, and you think that your company wherever you are working will give you additional weightage for your licensing, then go for licensing. But if you're trying to get the knowledge of signaling so that you can make it useful for your different activities of signaling, then go for IRSE examination and the diploma. Diploma also will give you competency, but design and license will give you a particular competency in a particular field. Like if you are installation, then it will give you the competency to do an installation.
And also, sir, in terms of cost, I believe that qualifying the module exams is much more cost effective compared to obtaining a license.
Correct, but each has got different weightages.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So this will give you the whole concept, wherein that will give you only the license or the competency or the certification that you are able to do a particular activity. And that activity also may be important. I will not have any comment on that activity. It can be design, it can be installation, it can be testing, anything.
Okay.
Okay.
So I would like to thank you, sir, for your valuable time and the insights you've provided to the participants here. And I would also like to thank all the participants who took out their time to attend this webinar. And we look forward to your questions, queries, and interest in the coaching program, which we expect to start from 31st July.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'll be sharing this presentation with you maybe tomorrow morning. Okay.
sure. The recording of this session will be available on the YouTube channel. So
Yeah.
if you'd like to refer the whole presentation, it will be available on the YouTube channel. I've already shared the, and we will also be mailing you the course details on your email IDs. Please check and explore if you'd like to join the program. Looking forward to see you in the class. Thank you and have a nice evening ahead. Thank you.
Okay. Right. Thank you. Cheers. Bye. Yeah, there is, I think, one question on the chat. I don't know what it is. Can you share detail about coaching program you're referring? I think, yeah, Sumit will do it. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Thank you.
Share the details of the coaching program in the chat itself. You can click and enroll for it. And if you have any questions, please feel free to join, to contact us. Vineet, we do not support in gaining membership. We are only providing module exams coaching. Any other questions? Okay. Thank you so much for your participation. Thank you. Thank you very much.